3,
I mean,
2,
it might be better.
1,
We'll
and
see.
here. Ladies and gentlemen, and
Here
we're
we
off.
go.
Who am I picking? I'm looking at right now.
Oh.
Kirk Cousins from your Washington Redskins. Oh, my goodness.
Drew
This is
Brees.
awesome.
I got Le'Veon Bell.
You got Le'Veon. All right, hold on. I've got a pick coming up here. Oh, it's so fast we can't even keep track of it when you auto-draft on draft, ladies and gentlemen. This is moving down right now. This is incredible. Yes, Julio Jones. Very exciting. Let's see who I got here. Come on now. And DeAndre Hopkins. Woo! Yay! Oh, that's exciting. So very exciting here.
We win. Now, Mike.
Okay.
It's over.
Does this? It's over. We're
That's
done.
it. We actually
Who
just
do you
did
have?
a draft.
Who do you have?
At quarterback, Kirk Cousins. Running back, I've got Gordon. I've got Ingram, Hopkins, and Thomas. And someday I will know the NFL well enough to actually mention first names when I do this.
On paper, I've got the highest rated team, just so you gentlemen know.
I think Melvin Gordon, seriously, I think Melvin Gordon is going to have a very big week. I'm very, very excited about that. And I also think Mark Ingram's going to do very well. But I'm excited most about Kirk Cousins because I think that's going to be a very, very, very big pick. DeAndre Hopkins.
Your team was the Cowboys last week, Mike. You're going to be going against them. It's Redskins Cowboys.
That's okay. Now, Michael Thomas, I'm not familiar with the Michael Thomas. I'm not sure, but we shall see. He's projected to have about 12 points. How about you, Rob Spiewak? What about your team?
Tom Brady at quarterback. He's very good. He's very good. He has a history of being excellent, so I'm excited. Le'Veon Bell, Ezekiel Elliott, Julio Jones, and Amon Green.
I've got Drew Brees.
I got every first name.
LaShawn McCoy. Devontae Freeman, Antonio Brown, and Mike Evans. Mike, on paper, you look better than all of us.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. You know, I don't want Kirk Cousins to have one of his Eli kind of games.
He might prey on it and do just fine.
We'll see what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Draft, sponsored by Draft. That's Nikki Diamond. We love Draft. Get the app. Join us, Em O'Mara, and also Chalky Cullen and Oscar F. Santana. Follow along.
Take my money.
We'll see you in a real live snake draft. We'll take a break. Come back with news you may not need right here on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Cake and cookies.
Hey, guess who's still listening to the Rob and Katie Show?
Hello, this is Zach Zabrowski, and I'm still listening to Cake and Cookies.
Hi, this is Kevin Mode, and I'm still listening.
Hi, I'm Zach Wheaton, and I'm still listening.
This is Liz Galelli, and I'm still listening.
Hi.
Yeah,
I'm Michael Jackson, and
2 months ago.
I'm still listening.
I'm Eric Myers, and I'm still listening. I'm Paul Horner, and I'm a crumb. Right. I'm still listening, and you better be too.
Hi, this is the Internet, Steve Mermelstein, and I'm still listening.
Hi, I'm Mike Pallett, and I'm still listening to the Cake and Cookie Show.
So tune in this week, and pretty soon you won't be sick of it either. What?
It's the Rob and Katie Show.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by Quip. Here's something to chew on. Recent studies show that good oral health impacts your overall health, but still, most of us don't brush our teeth properly. You brush your teeth, but you don't do it the right way. Let me tell you about Quip. Quip is a wonderful new company that's refreshing the way people brush. Quip is an electric toothbrush that packs premium vibration and timer features into an ultra-slim design. Now, you might say timer features? Let me explain. The way that works is it lets you know how long you are supposed to brush, and that's the key element to get it done. They won a 2016 GQ Grooming Award. They made it on Oprah's 2017 New Year's O list. Best of all, Quip starts at just $25, and you can subscribe for new brush heads on a dentist-recommended 3-month plan for just $5. Go right now to getquip.com/TMOS to get your first refill pack free with a Quip electric toothbrush. You heard right. Your first refill pack is free at getquip.com/TMOS. That's GETQUIP.com/TMOS. Support TMOS by supporting Quip. It will be love at first brush. You gonna love it.
News.
Boo. My God. I feel like I'm directing the Super Bowl today on this show. It's stunning. Ladies and gentlemen, rock and roll legend Fats Domino passed away early Tuesday. He was 89 years old. Blueberry Hill, wasn't that his biggest hit?
That was. Also, Ain't That a Shame?
Ain't That a Shame?
Could I play a brief hit medley?
Please.
Yes, go right ahead. Yes, Fats Domino, dead at 89.
That people everywhere know, love, and enjoy. Let's listen to a few. Once again, Fats Domino.
Yes, it's me and I'm in love again.
I just made it big because I guess the people liked my record, and I feel much bigger when I'm in New Orleans.
This time I'm walking to New Orleans. I'm walking, yes, indeed, I'm talking. I found my thrill.
Everybody knows that one.
Yeah.
On Blueberry Hill.
Fats Domino dead at 89, and New Orleans guy. That's where he cut his teeth on, doing all his musicianship down in New Orleans. It was fantastic.
Rescued from his house after Katrina. Many people thought he was dead, and he actually just went up to the top floor with his wife and some beer and some wine and waited it out.
Yep. But what a tremendous name in the music business. When your kids go out trick or treating this year, they need to ask for some cold hard cash along with that candy. We didn't do this at Trunk or Treat last night. I wish I'd known, but not to be greedy. Jennifer Lopez is a spokesperson for the annual Trick or Treat for UNICEF campaign that asks kids to raise money by collecting donations on Halloween. In a video, she says, quote, "When you trick or treat for UNICEF, you get to be a hero no matter what your costume is. This year's proceeds will go help children affected by emergencies in Puerto Rico, the Caribbean, and Mexico." So, because they had that horrible earthquake that seems to be on the third page of the headlines. So please, I thought the UNICEF thing was no longer happening. That's how, it's not part of the national consciousness anymore.
Yeah, but also, Mike, I think you're right, because I remember those little boxes when we were kids.
And I was
the
little orange boxes, right?
I was like, man, those kids are going home and taking that money.
Trick or treat for UNICEF.
But that was me as a child, right? I was like, you don't want candy, I get it, but why would you take people's money? I didn't know that money was going somewhere.
I couldn't fit a Snickers bar in the slot.
It was very frustrating.
Not even a fun size.
It just like quarters and pennies and
stuff.
Yeah,
but Mike, but again, I don't think enough people know that's possible. It's out there, right? You can do that.
Mm-hmm. Well, anytime J-Lo does a video, I happen to notice.
No, I love
it.
You highlighted it. It's great.
The Regal Cinema chain is going to. I think this is going to suck. I welcome your views.
Okay.
On it. This I think is going to suck. They're going to test new pricing models next year. They're going to charge less for movies that are less popular or maybe aren't doing so well. It'll also cost less to see movies at less popular times. But on the flip side, the big blockbusters and popular showtimes will cost more. See, that's all it's about. They're not doing anything
How
for us.
How much more can it cost? I think for Shannon and I to go to the theaters and say
it's insane.
I think we spend at least $50, and I'm talking because each.
Kyle and I haven't gone to a movie and spent less than $50 in a year and a half.
They should have a flat rate for movie tickets, but for food that sucks, they should charge less at the snack bar. Like Jordan Almond should be like a nickel.
They'll start out. Oh, by the way, Rob Speedway, I have to tell you this because you had said for the pirate costume that I had, I didn't even talk about Trunk or Treat. I'll do that tomorrow. But the jujubes,
Juji fruit.
Well, Mr. 1912, they didn't. I don't think jujubes exist anywhere. Certainly in the Walmart.
Juji fruit.
Juji fruit.
Juji. I thought you said jujubes.
No,
No.
Well, I didn't see Juji fruit either. I looked for all that stuff, and they didn't have that either. Juji fruit. They didn't have them.
Because the Walmart shopper craves a healthy diet.
Okay. Well, they had tons of candy. They had everything there. They had Good and Plenty's. They had Butterfinger. They had all of it. I just didn't find anything. It was frustrating. So I got black jelly beans, and those didn't last. I couldn't put those on my teeth because they melted away.
Oh, that tastes like anise.
Bad pirate. They'll start out at Regal by testing it in enough markets to get some solid data. Regal says, quote, "Changes to the historical pricing structure have often been discussed but rarely tested in our industry, and we're excited to learn even more about how pricing changes impact customer behavior." Blah, 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 blah.
Regal's a suck outfit.
Yeah, just
it's already so expensive.
It is. Scary clowns are huge right now, thanks to the movie It, and a weirdly high number of psychopaths currently running around. And you know who's loving it? Burger King. There you are. Because they feel like it's hurting Ronald McDonald and the McDonald's brand. They're so happy about the scary clown trend that they just announced they'll give you a free Whopper on Halloween if you come to some of their stores dressed as a clown.
Hey,
Rob, test drive.
Yeah, I got an outfit.
They're only officially doing it at 5 stores in Massachusetts, Florida, California, Texas, and Utah. But if you show up dressed as a psycho clown anywhere else, maybe they'll just give you free food so you'll go away.
That's a good point.
You are. So we'll see what happens.
I would go.
Clown. Yeah.
Free meal, especially if I was a clown.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just knock off a clown suit. Kellogg's recently released a new Corn Pops box that has a picture of a cartoon Corn Pops character. They have all of them hanging out at the mall.
I gotta look this
all
up.
of the characters are Kellogg's Corn Pops.
Okay.
All of the characters are the same yellow corn color, except for one. There is a brown corn pop, and the corn pop is a janitor.
Oh,
no.
I saw the picture. You've got them all.
No.
A guy named Saladin Ahmed from Detroit spotted the janitor corn pop on Tuesday morning and tweeted a photo of it to Kellogg's. He wrote, quote, "This is teaching kids racism. Yes, it's a tiny thing, but when you see your kids staring at this over breakfast and realize millions of other kids are doing the same." Kellogg's quickly tweeted an apology and said
whoever
it is
did this,
literally one single brown corn pop.
I'm not
it's ridiculous.
the outrage campaign, right? But
Yes.
literally every one of them is the same tone of yellow.
Every
single corn pop.
We're reacting the exact same way on this. You look at them and you say, what is this?
This is the penis in Disney.
Yep. Yeah.
Somebody did this on purpose.
Yes.
Right?
They're trying to torpedo Kellogg's, but there it was, the only brown corn pop that's not even unless you get a burned one in the corn pop.
He looks a little Latino.
Yeah. He does. So that's that. And now, ladies, a little something. A 28-year-old guy named Joseph Perrant broke into a house in Yarmouth, Massachusetts on Monday night. But as he was going through the stuff in the dining room, he stopped in his tracks at what he saw. A totally naked 91-year-old woman. Her name is Patricia Mulkeen. She woke up because her dog heard Joseph in the house and started barking. She figured it was just a raccoon or something, but she didn't throw any clothes on to go check it out. Joseph did pretty much the only thing he could do in that situation. He said, quote, "Sorry, ma'am," and he left the house. Patricia and her husband called the cops, and they tracked down Joseph nearby and arrested him for breaking and entering. All that he could say to the officers was, "The horror. The horror." Imagine that. Talk about a scary clown. Maybe that lady, they'll let her go to Burger King if she's naked, and they'll give her a free Whopper.
Here's a Whopper,
That'll be special.
ma'am.
We'll take a break, come back with the Audio Vault right here on the Mike O'Meara Show, everybody. Hi, everybody. This is Nameberry reminding you to send in your mail for the mailbag that Rob reads on the Mike O'Meara Show. All you have to do is include it. Send it to Rob with 2 B's at MikeO'MearaShow.com, and then maybe we'll read your message on the radio podcast.
What about the address name, Barry?
Shut up, Rob. Welcome back to the Mike O'Meara Show. Brought to you by Amazon. Halloween's next week. You're running out of time.
Hurry.
Missing the deals on Amazon would be a grave mistake. All of Satan's minions are shopping through our Amazon portal. Cool kids like Stephanie Loftus, who purchased Christmas garland with pine cones. Oh, the horror. You said the horror, too. Wow.
Yeah.
Christmas decor in October. Scary. Christopher Thomas bought 2 6-foot cocoon corpse decorations, or as Mike O'Meara calls them, neighbors. And Chad Bewley bought the new Amazon Echo, which is currently helping to run his house while at the same time stealing his soul. Plus, Amazon has costumes, candy, all the horrifying paraphernalia their heart desires. Yes, shopping Amazon through our portal changes nothing for you, means the world to this show. Do your shopping at Amazon, and please access it via TMOS. Use the terrifying TMOS app or go through our spooky website. Now, go spend money and spend a lot of it, and let's go over to the giant vault. Let me see if I've got the combination. 666.
Yes.
He has his father's eyes. There we go. Let's open up the audio vault.
Did you watch it? You were at Trunk or Treat, so you probably didn't see much of the World Series last night.
I did. Well, the World Series was a little bit later. It's went 4 hours because it was an 11-inning game. I watched probably 1/2 an inning and saw a Los Angeles Dodgers 3-run homer, or at least they took it to 3-1, and that was it. I went sleepy by it, didn't realize it was going to be one of those great games.
Yeah, I went to bed after the 9th when it was tied because it was getting late, but 8 home runs is a World Series record. Great game last night, but I think the best moment was in the pregame. The ceremonial first pitch was thrown out by Vin Scully. And he still got it. He's funny. Listen to what he said. They actually let him walk to the mound carrying a hand mic and talk.
You know what I'm thinking right now? Somewhere up in heaven, Duke Snyder, Jackie Robinson, Roy Campanella, and Gil Hodges are laughing their heads off. Look who's throwing out the first ball at the World Series.
That's so beautiful. Way to go, Vin.
It really, it brought a tear to mine eye. It was great. What eventually did is he brought out Steve Yeager to catch and Fernando Valenzuela to throw the ball because he said, my problem is at my age, my fastball is the same as my changeup.
He's still got a lot of class. That's awesome.
He was great. Also, this is really cool. I have no love for StubHub. I think they're fine, but there was an error when someone posted tickets for the World Series, and a guy was able to secure 2 World Series tickets for $18.
Yes,
they honored it.
45 minutes later, our supervisor gave me a call. I was like, "Sir, this is crazy, unprecedented. What happened here?" They said there was a user error. We're gonna have to refund these tickets, but we're actually going to honor the tickets that you bought. And they gave me 2 tickets in another part of the pavilion for
That's
the
super cool.
$18.16 I spent
That's great.
to go to the World Series.
So he had to spend more for parking.
Also,
than he did for 2 World
PR
Series
is
tickets.
priceless.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oscar, I totally agree.
my
That's
God.
why you do stuff. StubHub.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
never go anywhere else
right?
based on that. That's
Now
fantastic.
they put up my keister before, but that feels pretty good.
Yeah, I mean that's really because I mean that's look, they make a ton of cash. Isn't
They
it
do,
nice to see
Mike.
some people do that?
Oh,
What's
look,
that?
and I can say this now. This is 3 years removed. StubHub, right?
Right.
We've used different ticket services in the past year, but I remember that I was sitting there looking at these Bruce Springsteen tickets, and I think I mentioned this on the show. It was like $1,700 a piece
When he played here. Yeah,
Yes.
I remember. Yeah.
Right?
Insane.
I sat there, I'm like,
Insane.
who's going to this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Our listeners responded years ago when I talked about the Masters, when I mentioned that. The fact is that, when they were talking about $1,000 to sit up in the cheap seats at Dodger Stadium now and $15,000 to sit down on the field, it's the land of the 1%. It's
nice to
sad,
hear
but
someone
that's
got
what
over
sports-
on them and
nice
they
to
honored
see
it.
somebody
Yes.
got it. That's
Now,
great.
you already mentioned the passing of Fats Domino. I wanted to play this tape. This is a rare tape. Not a lot of people have this tape. I went into my own personal archives for this. Elvis Presley is the only person that outsold Fats Domino in the 1950s. But Elvis was really inspired and loved Fats Domino. This is from a concert in 1970.
And a guy that was a kind of an inspiration to me when I started out in the business. And he's got, I don't know how many gold records he's got, man. 19 or 20 at least. I could say hello to Fats Domino. Fats, where?
Is he in the audience?
Yeah, he's in the crowd.
I found my thrill on Blueberry Hill. Hot damn, honey, get on to.
But anyway, I always thought that was cool that Elvis, at the top of his form, was still saying that he was inspired by Fats
That's
Domino
nice.
because Elvis didn't hand
That's-
that out very much.
Was that late in
No,
Elvis's
he was.
life
He
there?
was 1970. He was at the top of his game. He was good
Okay,
stuff.
very
He
good.
might have had some speed. Have to check the papers on that. Mike, are you still watching Channel 2 Daybreak whenever you're in Denver, Colorado?
Oh my God! I've actually flown to Denver just to see this morning television program.
Well, this show sucks. It's got a lady on it
Thanks,
called
Rob.
Natalie Tisdale, and they were doing the hot pepper challenge. It was a new super hot chip. It was the Carolina Reaper pepper.
Oh, man.
And
I'm in my happy place right now.
so all the anchors are saying, "Oh, it's very hot," but Natalie vomits.
It's not a tiny bite challenge.
Oh,
it's a
my
one
goodness.
chip challenge.
What's wrong?
Stick that whole thing in there.
Come on, eat the rest of the chip, Ernie. No, it's too
Can we
hot.
lick your hole?
You look fine.
I've got
hiccups now. I get hiccups when I eat something hot. Natalie's losing her breath. Oh, Natalie threw up. This is going very poorly, folks. Clean up on aisle. Someone get her help, please. She needs help seriously.
You're a doctor. Get down here.
All right, let's go to break. When we come back, we'll get Natalie together. This is some serious action. We'll come right back.
Wow.
She really
Sounds
did.
like she was hyperventilating.
She's in distress, that lady.
She took a sip of milk and then disappeared behind the console, and the guy just says, "Oh,
All you keep hearing is, I think someone's going to stop breathing.
Yeah. So now you've seen the best of television. What about the worst of television? This
Okay, I'm ready.
Saturday on NBC, the premiere of a new holiday special, the David S. Pumpkins cartoon.
How's it, Hank? What's my name?
David F. Pumpkin. Happy Halloween. Saturday, October 28th at 11:30 p.m. on NBC.
Tom Hanks returns to do an animated version of his unfunny live-action character, which is essentially a man in a suit that has pumpkins on it.
Wow, that's just
What's
not
Tom
funny.
Hanks doing?
Yeah, what's his deal, man?
Like he did all those CNN history pieces, which I appreciated.
Oh, and he's
the
the greatest
Apollo,
talk show.
the space program.
I think he just
and all
won the
that.
Mark Twain Award.
He's always a part of it, yeah. So
And
anyway,
I love Castaway, where he's
Yeah.
just, I have made fire.
Yeah.
That scene where he
I
makes
wonder
fire.
how David S. Pumpkins will match up next to Bachelor Party.
Oh my God, Bachelor Party was like the first risque movie I've ever saw on cable.
Bachelor Party's-
I love risque
Oh my
movies.
God.
It holds up. It holds
I was
up.
like, who
but
my
but
dad
it's
is
nothing
walking.
compares to I have made fire. Wilson.
All right.
Was he in Turner and Hooch? Did I have the wrong guy?
Yeah, you did you know? Turner and Hooch is Tom Hanks.
Yeah, but Jim Belushi did
Oscar's pulling all the crap Tom Hanks movies. Which is
Jim
great.
Belushi did a dog movie too, and I think that you might
K-9.
be thinking, that's the one. Thank you.
I
You know,
my
Jim
dog
Belushi
movies.
had a bar. You know, he bought a bar down here in Fort Myers that went out of business in like a half an hour.
No.
Really?
Giant former Irish joint that they poured all this money, and it's one of them locations. It's
man.
Snakebit.
Just Snakebit?
It's still they put now they have used cars sitting
Speaking
on the
of
lot.
restaurants,
the building is empty.
Do you know the restaurant that is now where O'Mara's was, the current place? Do you know what that is?
It was a sports pub. That's all
I mean,
I
don't know.
you know?
I had a friend yesterday call me. He's like, "You'll never believe where I was," and he said, "I didn't know I was there."
I think it's still the Old Town Sports Pub.
He
you
was
know?
there for like a wake, and
Really?
yeah, and he said,
I was there for a week. It lasted about 5 years. Am I right, ladies? There you go.
Never
Thank
mind.
you. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Let us close with this. Jimmy Kimmel, you never fail to disappoint when you do a man on the street interview asking about a hot movie that doesn't exist. Here is everyone's reaction to the movie Dirty Old Granny.
Can we get you talking a little bit about what you love about Dirty Old Granny right to the camera?
Sure.
Go for it.
Oh my God, I loved the humor, the grit. It was truly inspiring. I can't wait to see it again.
Rubes.
Do you just look right in that lens and tell us how much you loved Dirty Old Granny?
I love this movie. It was so awesome. What'd you think?
Can you
Pretty
stop it for a
great.
second? So this is so multi-level. But
Oh,
the
yeah,
primary
rich.
the primary guilty thing is that people are nasty and dishonest.
Yes.
Yep.
That's what this
They
and
just
Kimmel spotlights
want
that.
fame.
They want to
They wanna
want to be on television.
On television.
They want to be on the Magic Box, and they're too stupid to really think about the fact that everybody knows this is not a movie that
I
exists.
hate
Right.
people.
I do too.
Thank you.
This is our human condition.
Risque, but I mean, she was great. I had to cover her eyes sometimes, but it was awesome otherwise.
We just saw it, and my daughter loved it. It's a perfect movie for kids.
I love Dirty Old Granny. It's so funny. There's a bear in it that has diarrhea.
Favorite character? Diarrhea Bear. Bar none. Funniest thing you've ever seen.
It's actually not a comedy, it's a drama.
For a drama, it was pretty funny. Diarrhea Bear makes you want to run right out of the theater.
Diarrhea Bear.
Think about it.
When the guy with the microphone says it's a drama, and he says, "Oh yeah, it's pretty funny for a drama." Yeah, Diarrhea Bear. That's your Magic Audio Vault. Have a great Thursday, everybody.
That's it, people. Thanks for joining us for another episode of TMOS. Don't forget to update our brand new app today and unlock the live 24/7 TMOS stream. All messages for our weekly mailbag can be sent to Rob with 2 B's at MikeOmaraShow.com. Our mailing address is TMOS, Box 32101, Washington, D.C. 20007. Thanks for listening, and join us again for the best part of your day, The Mike O'Mara Show. So long, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.
One last thing. Please remember that MikeOmaraShow.com/Amazon is the best way to shop for anything and everything. So, shop Amazon and get there through our website. Always open at MikeOmaraShow.com/Amazon. Now, go in peace.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.